Welcome back to the Nap Lab. Today we are comparing Layla versus Nectar. We've tested 2 mattresses from Layla and 7 mattresses from Nectar. On screen now is a complete list of all mattresses tested to date and their respective scores. So which brand has the cheaper mattress? As you saw, Nectar has more mattresses in their lineup. Their prices range from $649 to $1799 for a queen. All of our prices are going to be using queen size as the default. Nectar mattresses average a price of $1134. For reference, the average mattress price is $1455. So even at their most expensive, Nectar isn't much more expensive than average. On the other hand, Layla prices their signature memory foam model at $949 and their hybrid at $1499. Between the two, the Layla average price is $1224. Lastly, know that Layla has a third model that currently goes for $549 for a queen. We've not tested that mattress, so that won't be in our averages or in this video. All that being said, it's fair to say Nectar has more budget-friendly options and more premium options, but where Nectar and Layla meet in the middle, they are pretty close in terms of price. Moving on, let's talk about company policies. At a glance, Nectar clearly offers consumers more. Both Layla and Nectar make their mattresses in the US while providing free shipping and free returns. However, Layla mattresses have a trial period that's 120 nights, whereas Nectar offers a full year. Furthermore, Nectar has a lifetime warranty on every model they sell, whereas Layla only has a lifetime warranty on their all-foam mattress. The hybrid Layla has a 10-year warranty. So Nectar takes the clear win here for longer trial period and longer warranty. When it comes to firmnesses, this is where Layla has a clear advantage over Nectar. Despite having more models in their lineup, Nectar has a firmness rating between 5 to 6, where 10 is the most firm. This is a medium to medium firm feel, and it's the most popular firmness that works for the widest range of sleepers. However, a fundamental part of the Layla design is its flippable feature, which is a different firmness rating on each side of the mattress. So the Layla firmness range is 4.5 to an 8, giving sleepers a wider variety to choose from. So if you were looking for a softer firm mattress, Layla will be the better option, but for medium to medium firm, the Nectar has you covered there. Now for the real meat of this comparison, the scores. Overall performance is determined from scores from 8 different categories, including cooling, motion transfer, response time, edge support, sex performance, pressure relief, off-gassing, and company. So which brand is best? Well, Layla has both the higher average performance score and the highest scoring model. Their memory foam mattress earned an 8.75 score, and the hybrid model earned a 9.00 with an average of 8.88 between the two. Nectar mattresses range in performance from an 8.52 to 8.56 with an average score of 8.66. For reference, the average mattress score across the 360 plus we tested to date is an 8.54. One thing undeniable about Nectar is their consistency. This is a pretty good grouping for 7 mattresses. Considering their lowest scoring model, the $649 Nectar Classic, is still just about tied with our overall average, I think the brand has an incredible value. However, Layla is still slightly better in terms of overall score and performance. In the end, I think most sleepers will be happy with either brand, but Layla does take the win for all-around performance. But enough about the averages. Let's talk about the best of the best from each brand. The mattresses earning the title for best overall from each brand have the highest overall performance score. The big winner from Layla is the Layla Hybrid, and the big winner from Nectar is the Nectar Luxe Hybrid. The Layla Hybrid is a 13-inch memory foam hybrid mattress with a copper gel memory foam comfort layer, a polyfoam transitional layer, and a pocketed coil support layer. It has a soft feel with deep sinkage and moderate bounce. This mattress is $1499 for a queen and performs in the top 22% among all mattresses tested to date. It earned a perfect 10 out of 10 score in both motion transfer and pressure relief. Overall, I was satisfied with the value of the mattress. Being a flippable mattress, the Layla Hybrid is able to appeal to a wider range of sleepers as opposed to a single-sided mattress with only one firmness. The Nectar Luxe Hybrid is a 13.5-inch memory foam hybrid mattress with a combination of memory foam, polyfoam, and pocketed coils. It has a medium feel with very deep sinkage and low bounce. This mattress scores in the top 31% among all mattresses tested to date and has a price that is 12% less than the average hybrid, a savings of nearly $200. It earned a 10 out of 10 for outstanding pressure relief, but struggled with edge support. Still, for a top value hybrid mattress, the Nectar Luxe Hybrid checks a lot of boxes. Ultimately, both these are really strong performers with above average scores. Both also have similar price points and similar thicknesses as well. The Layla Hybrid is a flippable memory foam hybrid that is soft on one side and slightly firm on the opposite side. It has deep sinkage and moderate bounce. Compared to Nectar, the Layla has low levels of motion transfer, slightly better sex performance, and faster off-gassing. The Nectar Luxe Hybrid isn't flippable, but instead splits the difference of the Layla by offering a single firmness of 5 out of 10, where 10 is the most firm. This gives the mattress a medium feel. This mattress has very deep sinkage and low levels of bounce. Compared to Layla, the Nectar has better edge support and a better company score as well. For the majority of sleepers, going with the best model by overall score and performance is going to be the best choice. From Layla, that means Layla Hybrid, and from Nectar, it's the Nectar Luxe Hybrid. That said, there are a few other standout models that, depending on your needs, could be the better choice. For side sleeping, I would recommend the Layla all-foam mattress or the Nectar Luxe Hybrid. For stomach or back sleeping, you'll want to opt for something with less sinkage. I'd recommend the Layla Hybrid and Nectar Classic. For heavier weighted sleepers, I'd recommend the Layla Hybrid or Nectar Luxe Hybrid. While these models from Layla and Nectar aren't perfect for heavier bodies, they are the best options available from each brand. If cooling is a top priority for you, my top recommendations would be the Layla Hybrid and Nectar Ultra. For sleepers on a tight budget, I'd recommend the Layla all-foam mattress and Nectar Premier. If you struggle with back pain, my top picks would be the Layla Hybrid and Nectar Hybrid. For couples looking for a mattress that enhances sex performance, I'd recommend the Layla Hybrid and Nectar Hybrid. For a soft feel, I'd recommend the Layla Hybrid, which has a flippable design. One side of the mattress has a soft feel with a firmness of 4.5 out of 10. Fortunately, Nectar doesn't have any model with a true soft rating. Conversely, for a medium firm feel, I'd recommend the Nectar Hybrid. Unfortunately, Layla does not have a medium firm feeling model. For a firm feel, I'd recommend the Layla all-foam mattress, which has a flippable design. One side of the mattress has a firm feel with a firmness rating of 8 out of 10. Next up, we're going to do a deep dive comparison on Layla's 2 mattresses versus 2 of the most popular Nectar mattresses, Nectar Classic and the Nectar Premier Hybrid. Considering cooling performance, both Layla and Nectar are memory foam mattresses with a cool feel and breathable layers. The average cooling score across all mattresses tested to date is an 8.6. Among all 4 mattresses tested, all scored a 9 out of 10 for cooling performance. The Layla and Nectar Classic are both all foam mattresses with memory foam comfort layers, and the Layla Hybrid and Nectar Premier Hybrid have foam comfort layers and a pocketed coil base. Historically, hybrids have better cooling performance than memory foam mattresses, but I was pleasantly surprised by the cooling performance of the Layla and Nectar Classic in our tests. All of the mattresses in this comparison have deep sinkage, except for the Nectar Classic, which had minimal sinkage. Looking at average sinkage levels, Layla's average sinkage is slightly deeper at 2.34 inches compared to Nectar's 2.22-inch average sinkage depth. For reference, the average sinkage depth across all mattresses tested to date is 2.22 inches, so Nectar strikes at perfect average sinkage level, whereas Layla offers something slightly deeper. Back and stomach sleepers usually prefer less sinkage, which better maintains proper alignment of the spine. If you find yourself in this camp, the Nectar Classic will be the best option, being the only mattress in this comparison with minimal sinkage. Generally, side sleepers enjoy a deeper level of sinkage, as that typically translates to better pressure relief and contour. For deeper sinkage, opt for the Layla Hybrid, or Nectar Premier Hybrid. Layla has lower levels of motion transfer than Nectar mattresses, with a brand average score of 10 out of 10. By comparison, Nectar's brand average is an 8.1. The average motion transfer score across all mattresses tested to date is an 8.3. As mentioned earlier, both the Layla and the Layla Hybrid scored a 10 out of 10 for low levels of motion transfer. Between the two, the Layla Hybrid has 45% less motion than the Layla. Both the Nectar mattresses in this comparison have slightly higher motion transfer levels than average, 8.94 meters per second squared on the Nectar Premier Hybrid and 9.49 meters per second squared on the Nectar Classic. Even so, while they are slightly more than average, neither is so high that I'm overly concerned. All of these motion transfer scores are quite good. Concerning material response time, Layla is definitely faster than Nectar. The average Layla response score is 9.1, where Nectar's average score dips to 7.6. The average response score across all mattresses tested to date is 8.8, and the most recovered takes place within 1 second. Both Layla mattresses respond faster than average, and both Nectar mattresses respond slower than average. The mattress with the fastest material response time is the Layla, being mostly recovered by 0.3 seconds. That being said, the Layla Hybrid offers complete recovery by 0.7 seconds, which is 0.2 seconds faster than the complete recovery on the Layla All Foam. The complete material recovery on both both Nectar's is quite a bit slower at 1.3 seconds, which is modestly slower than the average of 1.0 seconds. Looking at bounce, both Layla and Nectar offer low to moderate levels of bounce. Both brands have a mattress with each level of bounce. For this reason, these two brands are effectively tied in this category. The average bounce across all mattresses tested to date is 9.14 inches. All mattresses in this comparison have less bounce than average. This wasn't too surprising, being that both Nectar and Layla specialize in memory foam or memory foam hybrids. The Layla memory foam and Nectar Premier hybrid both have less than 8 inches of total bounce. Meanwhile, the Layla hybrid and Nectar classic both have slightly more than 8 inches of bounce. Mattresses with more bounce are better for ease of movement and increased sex performance. However, higher bounce also typically creates a higher level of motion transfer, so there are pros and cons when it comes to bounce. All four of these models have less bounce than average, which is a major reason why motion transfer is lower. However, that low bounce also means that ease of movement and sex performance is modestly worse. If edge support is critically important, you'll likely be most satisfied by the Nectar mattresses. The average edge support score of Layla is only a 6.5, while the average edge support of Nectar is 8.6. The average edge support score across all mattresses tested to date is 8.6. The Nectar Classic has the best edge support, boasting a score of 9.4, with 3.5 inches of sitting sinkage and excellent support while lying at or near the edge of the mattress. Nectar Premier Hybrid is the next closest, but that score drops to a 7.8 and experiences 5.75 inches of sitting sinkage. That being said, this mattress maintains excellent lying support. Both Layla mattresses have 6.25 inches of sinkage when sitting at the edge and disappointing lying edge support. The all-foam Layla had notably less supportive edges than the Layla Hybrid. Looking at sex performance, Nectar takes the win here, but it's not by a huge margin. Layla mattresses have a brand average sex score of 7.4, while Nectar mattresses maintain a brand average score of 7.75. The average sex score across all mattresses tested to date is 8.3. From this data, we can see that all mattresses in this comparison have a worse sex score than average, and again, the results here aren't that surprising. All of these models use memory foam, and the memory foam is greatly absorbing energy and reducing bounce. The lower level of bounce, especially when combined with weaker edge support, means that sex performance on these Layla and Nectar models just isn't great. That being said, the mattress that performs closest to the average level is the Nectar Classic. This pick has decent bounce, but highly supportive edges, which really helps to bring the score up higher than the other mattresses in this comparison. For better pressure relief, Layla has the higher pressure relief average, a brand score of 9.5. However, Nectar is not bad by any means, with a brand average score of 8.5. The average pressure relief score across all mattresses tested to date is an 8.7. And again, we're looking at each of these mattresses from a material standpoint. Each contains a thick memory foam layer. Memory foam is great for pressure relief as it cradles sleepers and forms around sensitive areas, including neck, hips, and spine. The mattress with the best pressure relief is the Layla, which earned a 10 out of 10 in this category. The all-foam Layla and Nectar Premier earned an impressive 9 out of 10, while the Nectar Classic hung at the back of the pack with a score of 8.0 out of 10. If you're sensitive to strong smells, Layla offers a shorter off-gassing period and a better score. The average off-gassing score of Layla is 8.8, and the average off-gassing of Nectar is 8.1. The average off-gassing score across all mattresses tested to date is 8.2, with an average duration of 6.6 days. The Layla, Layla Hybrid, and Nectar Classic all off-gas faster than average, and the Nectar Premier Hybrid is just slightly longer than average. The mattress with the fastest off-gassing is the all-foam Layla, off-gassing within just 3 days. Comparing Layla versus Nectar isn't always just about the mattress, it's also about the brand that stands behind it. Of the two brands, Nectar has a higher company score, marked by a longer trial period and a lifetime warranty for all of their mattresses. What they offer is everything we can expect from a great online shopping experience. Comparing 102 plus brands tested to date, the average trial period is 172 nights, and the average warranty is 13 years, excluding 40% of mattresses that offer a lifetime warranty. So the only big area holding Layla back is their shorter trial period and the fact that only one of their mattresses has the lifetime warranty. Overall, Nectar takes the win for company. And there you have it. The winner between these two brands is not as clear as with some of our other comparisons. Nectar is cheaper, offers a longer trial period, and has a longer warranty across all their models. Layla's mattresses have slightly stronger all-around performance, but they also cost a bit more as well. Perhaps firmness may be the biggest reason you choose Layla over Nectar, because Layla offers a soft and firm option where Nectar doesn't. In addition, the Layla flippable design means you get 2 firmnesses in one, which can be great if you're unsure what firmness you need. However, only Nectar offers a medium firm feel, and maybe you don't care about having an extra firmness option if you know for sure that you want that medium firm feel. So in the end, there's a lot to like from each brand, and I think most fans of memory foam mattresses can be happy with either. But I'd love to know what you guys think. If you've tried either brand, let me know your opinion in the comments down below. I personally love the all-foam memory foam mattress. It's what I sleep on at home. If you'd like to hear more about the mattress that I actually sleep on, check out the review of the Lumen Leaf on screen now.